A suburb of Chicago is making history, authorizing payments to black families for generations of discrimination. The Evanston City Council approved the plan late last night and is now moving forward to send out those payments.
This is the first time any government has taken this kind of action, and some say it could become a national model. News Nation's Ashley Katz joining us now with all the details.
This is a landmark decision going back all the way to the end of the Civil War and the policy known as 40 acres and a mule. It's a topic that has been one of the most divisive in history. The city of Evanston now has pledged to pay out $10 million over the next 10 years, and this vote releases the first installments.
On a 8-1 vote.
A historic decision by Evanston City Council to begin making amends for generations of discrimination.
This is the first 4% of the 10 million. It is an important but a small first step.
The reparations linked to the city's history of housing discrimination. Going back to the early 1900s, black residents were often the victims of redlining, a practice in which banks refused to give them mortgages.
It advised banks and real estate agents to devalue those areas and not invest in those areas.
As a result, black families were relegated to renting in neighborhoods lacking basic services and choked off from economic opportunities. Neighborhoods that would eventually become Evanston's Fifth Ward. Residents who can show they were impacted by the discrimination could get $25,000 to use toward housing, such as buying or upgrading a home. All funding using tax revenue from recreational marijuana. The only opposition came from those saying the payments are too small.
To start at such a low amount is a disservice to the community.
When one is building a house, one does not build a kitchen and then say we will add other rooms as we figure out what kind of home we're going to build.
But those supporting the plan saying it's at least a move in the right direction.
And I just want to remind us that the wisdom of the ages says that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Evanston is the first government body to approve reparations. Some people wonder if this could be maybe a nudge to a bill that's been sitting in Congress now for 30 years, since it was introduced by Representative John Conyers back in 1989. That bill would create a committee to study the issue, but it has never come up for a vote.